Reading metric micrometers is slightly different in that there's no vernier scale on the micrometer and the value of the increments has changed. Otherwise, you still have a main scale and you still have a thimble scale. So let's talk about the main scale. The main scale is actually broken up into half millimeter marks. So each revolution of the thimble is a half a millimeter. And on top of the reading line here, you still have the long horizontal reading line. On top of this is whole millimeters right there. So every numbered one is every 1/5 millimeter. And then below the reading scale, you have marks in between those, and those are the half millimeter marks. So from 0, with the edge of the thimble being the pointer again, you would have 0, 0.5 millimeters, 1 millimeter, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, so on and so forth. Each graduation on the thimble is 0.01 millimeters. So it's 50 graduations, which means half a millimeter per revolution of the thimble. So just like with an inch micrometer, now it's just measuring. So in this case, we can see there's our 5 millimeter mark, 6 and 7. So we're past 7 millimeters. And then we have 0.30 millimeters showing because of the reading line. So that means that we are at 7.30 millimeters. So we have 7 millimeters, 7.00 millimeters, and it helps to write it out like this. And then we have another 0.30 millimeters. So we have 7.30 millimeters showing on the micrometer right now. Now this is one of the common mistakes that people will make with metric mics. They will get into the mindset of inch micrometers and think that everything is point something. On metric mics, you're almost always, unless it's a very small measurement, going to have a whole millimeter. So it's going to be something point something something. In this case, 7.00. So now let's show a reading doing a half millimeter mark. In this case, we have 9 whole millimeters showing up here. And you can see there's quite a bit of space there. You can see that half millimeter mark down there. So this is actually 9.5 millimeters showing on the main scale. This is another really common mistake with metric mics, is not paying attention to where the half millimeter marks are. So in this case, if we were to write this down, we would put 9.50, and then from there the reading line is landing on the 22 mark, which is 0.22, 22 hundredths of a millimeter. And from there it's just simple addition again. So our reading is 9.72 millimeters. The really common mistake here is ignoring that half millimeter mark, and then you would say that the reading is 9.22. That reading's also very close to 10 millimeters, so another option would be someone would say it's 10.22. Either way, you're off by a half a millimeter.